Hello, following your shoe. Welcome again to The Rock. It is easier to save money than it is to make more money. It is easy. Think about that. It is easier for you to save money than it is for you to make more. Because in today's society, making more money starts off with getting in the debt. College, usually. Because nobody wants to go the other route and save money by perhaps going to a trade school. It's amazing how many people get flabbergasted and bamboozled into you want to be in carpentry, or you want to do plumbing work, or you want to do electrical work, or you want to do auto mechanic work, and they tell you that you need to go to college and get a 4-year degree to be an auto mechanic. When you could go to a trade school and be hands-on damn well within a year, or at least 2 years, and save yourself money. It's simply easier to save money than it is to make more of it. It's easier for me to raise my chickens, harvest my own eggs, raise my own meat. It's easier for me to buy the the feed, and to make sure my enclosure is good. It's easier for me to do that than to make more money and have to go out and spend $5 for a dozen. It's just easier to save money. It's easier for me to save money by buying my own motor oil and my own filter, which cost me about $30 for everyone for my vehicles. $30. It's easier for me to do that than it is to make more money so I could take my car into the dealership or whatever and pay $50, $60, $70 for an oil change. I can do it in 15 minutes. It takes me, I buy the oil filter, I go underneath, remove the plug, drain the oil, take the filter off, make sure the oil drains out, put the plug back in, put the new filter on, put the new oil in. 15 minutes later, I'm done, and it cost me $30. Or I could take it in and pay $75, $80, $85 to have them put oil in. Have them put oil in, have them do the work, sit there for 35 minutes, and pay. It's just easier. I save more money. My money goes a lot further. It's easier for me to save money by growing my own food. It's just easier. It's easier for me to save money by growing my own potatoes. It's easier for me to save money by building my own house than to have somebody else come out and charge me $75, $60, $80, $100,000 where I could pay it over the next 30 years. It's easier for me to save the money than it is for me to go out and make more money. See, and for a majority of people, they prefer to go out there and make the money because they think it's easier. But you're spending your life working for somebody else. You spend your life, making a wage for somebody else to tell you what to do. I find it easier to save money than it is to make more. And it's not saying you can't make money, because this really applies really only to the middle and lower class. For the upper class, they can make money, and it's so much easier for them to literally go and just get the oil change, done than it is for them to do it themselves. But if you notice, for a lot of people that are homesteaders, they're not making $250,000 a year or higher. They're just really frugal with the money that they have. They've learned to do a lot of things themselves. They realize their dollar stretches a lot further than it does for the normal, average, everyday person who thinks that it's easier to make more money than it is to save money. It's easier by far to save money. It's easier by far to learn a skill, because at the end of the day, not only does that skill save you money, but it also can make you money. If you know how to sew, that can save you money because you know how to sew and mend clothing for your family. But it makes you money because you can also make things and sell it. The skill of gardening, it saves you money because you know how to grow food, but it also makes you money because you can sell your excess. If you learn oil change, if you know how to do brakes, you know how to a fuel pump, to change fuel filters, to do just the regular maintenance stuff. I'm not even talking, to change a sensor. Sensors are easy to do inside your car. To swap out an alternator. It's easier to save money by learning those skills than it is to pay somebody else. Because you have to make the money to pay somebody else. $400 a tip to swap out your alternator. $500 to do an alternator. You have a hose leak, and you go in, or I just swapped out the radiator out of my van. Took me a day. Taking it in and getting it done would have cost damn well over $700. I did it in a couple hours. Saved myself some money. And when you learn those skills, you could also save yourself money and then turn around and make money, because you can then do oil changes for others. You could then do brakes for others. You could then do radiators or alternators for other people. Swap out a fuel pump for somebody else. If you know how to build, if you know how to grow, if you know how to do these skills, solar. At the end of the day, what you'll find out is as you live this life, you'll have more money if you save more money. And you save more money by first learning the skills, applying and using the skills on your own homestead, in your own life, and then applying those skills and making money elsewhere. You don't have to make a killing. You don't have to make $250,000. If a person makes $250,000 and spends $240,000, is he in better shape than the person that makes $45,000 but only spends $20,000? Because that person that makes $45,000 has learned to save by being frugal, by being wise. Well, that person that makes $250,000 spends it on everything else. You're looking at people today in society. We're making $150,000, $200,000 and are about to lose their house because their life was always about having to make more money. People buying expensive cars. Their life was always about making more money. Always about making more. I have to make more to continue the lifestyle. But never in their mind did it ever consider, I make a crap load of money. Maybe instead of buying that car that costs, or a truck that costs $65,000, $70,000, when my payments are $800 a month, maybe I should just buy that truck that costs $12,000. Get it used. Buy that truck, buy it used, spend $12,000, and save $800 a month that you would have to pay on that new truck. Save that money, $800 a month over the course of a 12-month period, $9,600. You're damn well saving $10,000 a year. But no, we ain't gonna do that, are we? We'd rather just spend it all. And for those of you who watch the end of this video, write in the comment section. Write where you have applied this in your life. Where you found out saving money was easier than making more of it. Write it in the comment section. Things that you do in your life to save you money, where you would have had to spend or make more to do that same exact thing. Bless y'all. Something to think about, something to ponder in your mind about. As we get into tougher and tougher economic times, and more people are having to scale back what they're doing, it would have been great to be the prudent one. Bless y'all. Shalom.